So the final thing you can do is area plots. We've now got a much clearer picture of how individual products are selling. Okay, what about the company as a whole? Is the company increasing their sales as a whole, or are they going down? And one thing you can, you could average them, you could sum them all up just to get a total sales for every day. That's one thing you could do. But you can also use area plots, which are quite revealing. Stacked area plot, and it's like a line plot, but rather than putting all the lines on top of each other and superimposed on top of each other, we actually stack them one on top of each other. So, and we fill in the area under each line. Okay, so to do that, we use Matplotlib stack plot, and we'll use transpose to accumulate the values in the data. So there's our first picture. So we're plotting the stack plot, and we're plotting the index, that's the dates, against the transposed data. So what that's doing is accumulating all the values for a date into an array. Okay, and that gives you a stacked. Actually, I don't know what the internal storage is in pandas, but that's how it's doing it. It's accumulating all the data. So that's what the stack plot looks like. And this is quite revealing, actually. What you can see is the company sales are growing overall. So at the beginning of the year, it looks like they're around 2,400 product sales for a day. But by the end of the year, they're up around 3,000 products a day. Doesn't mean the income's changing, or it could be going up, could be going down. We don't know which. It depends on which products are more profitable. But in terms of the numbers of sales, they're going up. You can see clearly the sudden disappearance of product G. That's why the whole stack just drops down, because G disappears for that period. And you can also see the growth of product D. So we saw that in one of the previous plots, where this product came out of nothing. It wasn't being sold at the beginning half of the year, and then it suddenly appeared. So those are all visible in this one plot, so quite useful. Now, when you're doing these stacked area plots, it's worth saying it's generally considered good practice to sort the data before creating it, so that the high volume data is at the bottom. So here's the code doing that. So we take the data, we sort it, and then we just draw the stack plot after that. So very little change other than this sorting beforehand. And so you can see what you therefore expect is the bands at the bottom will be much thicker than the bands at the top. Actually, in this particular data set, it's not particularly valuable. It does clearly show the relative proportions of high and medium volume. So you can, if you look at all of the green, orange, and blue, that's all the high volume. Looks like they're about half of the total, which we saw last week with the pie chart. All the rest are, you can see maybe the medium's about a quarter, and then the rest is the other quarter. It's not so good for showing the growth of product D, because that's kind of hidden away. That's the green. I think that's the thick green, the dark green color at the top here. So not quite so clear. Is that right? Or maybe not. Product D. Yes, it is that dark green color at the top here. So it's kind of helpful. It's usually considered a good option, but maybe you should try both if you're going to use a stacked area plot. Okay, and then we can, if we want more detail, we can delve into the different segments. So just segment the data. We can just look at the low volume products sorted as before, and here we're just using this selected to grab the selected bit of the data, and then we transpose that. And so we sort the data, select some of it, the segment we want, and then transpose it to draw the stack plot. And that, again, it gives us a very clear picture of what's going on. And also notice that because the ones that are at the bottom are the highest sellers, D is the highest seller, even though it's hard to tell from that chart. Actually, we can infer, because we know that that's the order it puts them in, that D is the highest seller, followed by E, followed by M. I'm just looking at the legend here, which is a bit hard to see, but that's what it's telling us. Okay, I think I'm going to finish this video here, and then we'll finish off the lecture in the last one.